Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the NBA slate on DraftKings and Yahoo for Thursday, April the 18th. Three-game NBA slate today. Going to go through each position, talk about some of the guys that stand out to me, the guys that I like at each position. We'll work our way through the player pool. And of course, like always, I will give my 5 plays for DraftKings and 5 plays for Yahoo. These are 5 players that I do specifically like for each site. Just before we do get started, guys, I would appreciate it if you would drop a like on the video, and if you are new to the channel, if this is your first time checking out a video on my channel, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, so that way you won't miss out on any of my new uploads. I would really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and look at point guard today. So top option here, Steph Curry, 9,100, Game 3 of this series against the Clippers. I do like Curry today, and I do like a lot of the Warriors, like Big 3, Big 4. Now that DeMarcus Cousins is out, you do see a boost for all 4 guys. Curry, Durant, the 2 guys that see the biggest boost, and then Thompson and Draymond also see a slight boost as well. The only reason I'm not going to include Curry into my core is because Ben Simmons is $1,400 cheaper, and I think Ben Simmons at $7,700 just really stands out on the slate, especially if Joel Embiid were to sit, then Ben Simmons probably becomes the easiest play of the slate if Embiid's out. If Embiid plays, I don't think Embiid's going to be fully 100% healthy. So we're going to see Ben Simmons be really aggressive. He was very aggressive in Game 2, looked really good, and had 55 DraftKings points, a triple-double in 30 minutes in Game 2 of this series. I think Ben Simmons keeps the aggression going, and against Brooklyn, I like him a lot here at 7,700. On Yahoo, it's a lot tougher to play Ben Simmons, because he's the most expensive point guard. He's $44. We're going to talk about Jamal Murray. I think he is a really good play on Yahoo, where he's just $27. But on DraftKings, where you have Simmons at $7,700, he definitely stands out. And then the other guy that I like at this position besides Jamal Murray is Lou Williams. I played a lot of Lou Williams in Game 2, or in last slate, Game 2 of this series. He did really well, and I think he continues the aggression as well, especially since the Clippers are going back home after a very big win in Game 2. Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell kind of led this team to victory. That was a great game to watch, one of the best games I've ever watched, just last few years. I think the Clippers were down like 31 points, and they came back and won the game. And now they're going home with a tie series. I think the Clippers come out and be aggressive. I don't know if they're going to necessarily win this game, but I think they're going to come out and be aggressive. We're going to continue to see Lou Williams play in 30-plus minutes. Because if the Clippers want to win games, they're going to need Lou Will out there, being aggressive, taking shots, scoring the ball, which is what he's best at. Through 2 games this year, or in this series, he got 43 and 58 fantasy points. Lou Will's just been so good. So at shooting guard on Yahoo, where he's 29, I think he's easily the best shooting guard play. And on DraftKings, where you can play him at point guard and shooting guard at 7,400, I still think he's a very good play over there. And then on Yahoo, I want to talk about Jamal Murray. He's down here at $27. He definitely stands out on Yahoo. Just been very consistent, been a very good value at this price tag. I would say at this price on Yahoo, you want about 30, 35 fantasy points from Murray to be a good play at his price tag. And that's what he's been getting through 2 games in this series. He's gotten 35 fantasy points in both games. Murray's playing big minutes right now. He started off really cold in Game 2, but then started to heat up towards the end of the game. I think he continues that aggression here in Game 3 of this series. We're going to see Jamal Murray taking a lot of shots. And when this guy gets hot, he'll just continue to shoot the ball, which is something we love for fantasy. So Jamal Murray at 27 on Yahoo, where he's the 4th cheapest point guard. He's like 14 cheaper than Simmons, 13 cheaper than Curry, 9 cheaper than Russell. Really like Jamal Murray on Yahoo. On DraftKings, I would probably just try and get to Ben Simmons, just try and find the $1,200 and play Simmons. But I don't see myself really going anywhere else at point guard. If I were to play a value play, it would probably be Patrick Beverley at 4,700, but I think there is some better value on the slate. So let's go ahead and move on to shooting guard now. So at shooting guard, I want to talk about a couple cheap plays here. First guy I really like is Gary Harris. He's 5,100 on DraftKings. On Yahoo, he is very cheap, just $13, $3 off the minimum. I love Gary Harris as a value. He has looked really good throughout this series as well through 2 games. Been playing big minutes, 37 and 35 minutes, 27 and 32 DraftKings points. On DraftKings, you want about, I would say, close to 30 DK points for him to be a good play at his price tag. And I think he can easily get there, especially if he's going to continue to play these big minutes, which I think he will. Harris was playing not like these amount of minutes during the regular season, but now that it's the postseason, we're kind of seeing with the Nuggets like thinning out their rotation, making their rotation a lot tighter. We're seeing bigger minutes for their starters. Harris, Murray, these guys are playing like 36, 37, 38 minutes on a nightly basis, and I expect that to continue. So really like Gary Harris as a value at shooting guard. If you want to go back to Will Barton, I don't mind him. He really burned me last slate. Did not look good at all, but still pretty cheap at 5,200. You could look there. I do think Gary Harris is a bit safer though. And then LeVert at 5,400, I also don't mind. Klay Thompson as well. I expect to see a small boost with DeMarcus Cousins out, so Klay Thompson at 5,900 is definitely a pretty good play as well if you want to play him. And then if you're going cheap, I do like Patrick Beverley as a value. You could definitely look there. But moving on to small forward, this is actually a position where I'm trying to pay up. Kevin Durant, I actually like quite a bit on today's slate. 8,400 on DraftKings, and on Yahoo he's 41. So without DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Durant does see a big bump in usage along with Steph Curry. He really benefits when Boogie is off the floor. When he's not an $8,400 player when Boogie's off the floor. Durant should be closer to like 95, 9,600. Just when you take Cousins off the floor, that is more usage to go towards Durant, more usage for Curry. These two guys are really going to benefit, and where Durant's only 8,400, I think he is a very good play at this price tag. Steve Kerr has already come out and said that he wants Durant to be more aggressive, and I think with Boogie out for this game, we're going to see Durant be very aggressive. So at 8,400 on DraftKings, I think he is a very good play, and definitely my top small forward option. And then if you're not going to Durant, you've got value here. You could play Will Barton at 5,200 if you want to take a shot on him. Iguodala, I don't mind, but not my favorite value. Small forward's a position where I'm going to try and fit in Durant if I can. He's definitely the guy that I really like at the top here. Maybe some Landry Shamet at 3,800 as a value you could look to, but again, don't feel like that's a core play. So moving on to power forward, there's two plays I really like here. Draymond Green and Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell, the guy that I really like though. 6,300 on DraftKings. On Yahoo, he's at center, and he's very cheap over here, just $24. Harrell, along with Lou Williams, has been playing very good in this series through two games, 30 and 33 minutes, 42 and 41 DraftKings points. Just been very consistent, been scoring the ball, been grabbing rebounds. Montrezl Harrell just kind of been doing it all. And like I said, if the Clippers want to have a chance of even winning games or even competing in this series, you're going to need big games out of Montrezl Harrell. You're going to need big games out of Lou Williams. And I expect after coming off that big win, we're going to see Harrell and Lou will be very aggressive again, going to continue their aggression and continue to play well. So Montrezl Harrell at 6,300 I think is a very good play again. Love him on today's slate. Love him and Lou Will. I think both guys are great plays. And then you can run it back with some of the Warriors guys like Durant, Curry. If you want to play Draymond at 6,700, you could play him. This game definitely has a lot of appeal if you want to stack it. But other power forwards that we could potentially go to, Paul Millsap looked really good in Game 2. If you want to go to him at 5,700, I don't mind that. But again, Montrezl Harrell is only 600 more, and Montrezl Harrell, in my opinion, is just a way better play. Kevon Looney's going to be coming off the bench. He's not going to start for DeMarcus Cousins. They've already said that Andrew Bogut is going to start. And I think we're going to see Bogut and Looney kind of split the center minutes. I think Looney probably plays like 22, 23 minutes off the bench. He's not the worst value play, but they did price him up to 4,100, so he's not like a must-play by any means. You could definitely look elsewhere. If Joel Embiid is out, Jonah Bolden could be a play at 3,700, but we're going to have to wait for that Embiid news to really want to consider going there. Power forward for me, mainly Draymond Green and especially Montrezl Harrell. Those are the two guys I really like here. Throw in some Millsap as well. And now moving on to center, you do have Embiid at the top of this position, who I'm a little bit concerned about. Obviously, he's questionable, so that's something that's going to really impact the slate, whether Embiid plays or not. If Embiid is out, we know who's going to benefit. Simmons, Butler, Harris, all three guys are going to benefit, and all three guys become way more appealing. If Embiid plays, I don't know if he's really fully healthy. He only played 21 minutes, which is kind of a surprise, even though it was a blowout. We saw Simmons play 30 minutes. I think Butler played closer to 30 minutes. Embiid only played like 21 minutes. Even when the game was competitive, Boban was out there for a good majority of the time. So I'm not sure if Embiid's fully healthy, even if he's able to play today. I don't think we're going to see him play 30 minutes. I thought he was going to play 30-plus minutes in Game 2, but it doesn't look like he's very healthy right now. So I think there is a bit of risk rolling Embiid out there, and especially since Boogie is out for the Warriors, I think I would rather pay up for the Golden State guys rather than pay up for Embiid on this slate. Jokic at 9,400 is probably a guy I'm going to be avoiding. I think I would rather play Durant for 1,000 cheaper. I think I'd rather play Curry for 300 cheaper. At the center position, I really like the guys I've talked about. Harrell, you can play here. Draymond Green, you can play here. If you want to go to LaMarcus Aldridge, you could look to him. Obviously, if Joel Embiid is out, then Boban, even at 4,700, definitely becomes a really good play. Boban's been playing really well off the bench, even in limited minutes. Even in 15 and 18 minutes, he's put up 26 and 29 DraftKings points. It's a really good matchup. If Boban starts for Embiid, if Embiid's out and Boban starts and he plays like 21, 22 minutes, he could go for 30, 35 DraftKings points. Even where they jacked up his price to 4,700, if Joel Embiid is out today, Boban would be a really good value. Even though Andrew Bogut's starting for the Warriors, I think I'll be avoiding him at 4,200, even though it's a great matchup. Bogut's just not going to see a ton of minutes. Him and Looney are going to split a lot of the time at center, so I'll probably be looking elsewhere on this slate. But I think that is it for center, guys. I think that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully it did help you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you click that like button down below, and make sure you subscribe if you have not already. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, or like always, you can hit me up on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Good luck on this NBA slate, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.